Hey class, I want to give you a quick overview of what you're going to be learning in week 2 and how it relates back to week 1. So, for this week, we're going to be focusing on a new aspect of argumentation, and that is basically debatableness. So, what that means is a topic is not settled. There's differing opinions or views around the issue. So, an example could be global warming. Is global warming man made or is it not? Does it even exist? And that's in contrast to something that is settled, like the Earth revolves around the sun. No one is debating that anymore. That's kind of established fact, and no one's really talking about it. So we're going to talk about how debatableness is relevant to argumentation and is really connected to thesis statements. So you learned a little bit about thesis statements in week 1. We're going to go back to those in week 2 and talk about how you want to have a debatable thesis sentence in your papers. The second aspect of argumentation that we're going to talk about is basically the connection between reading and writing, and how if we can understand arguments when we're reading and how the writer structured them, that will in turn help us when we go to write our own papers and our own arguments. So this week we're going to focus a little bit too on being able to read something and identify the argument that the reader has made, and that in turn will make us better writers. And then lastly, just off of the grammar, last week we covered subjects and predicates. Remember, the subject is kind of what the sentence is about, and the predicate says something about the subject. You're going to be going back to that a lot with pronouns and agreement and all of that this upcoming week. So you'll pretty easily see how last week created the foundation that we're going to be building off of for this week. So give me a minute, and I'm going to show you too how all of our assignments for this week are going to match the new learning goals for this week.